Hey everyone, this is Superman, and I've had him about 1 week, and these are the tricks that he's learned so far in about 5 minutes of training sessions in about 2 days. So I'm going to show you what he knows. If you're thinking what I'm thinking right about now, that cat is awesome. Well, this is Superman, and this is his journey from fear to faith. We wanted to make this video for you and all of the cat owners out there that might be facing a little bit of fear with their cats at home or in public. And the goal for this series is to show you guys that reality is much different than the Instagram life. So if you guys see Superman on Instagram, you know that he's a confident cat, he does amazing tricks, he's super fast. But that's not always how the story started with Superman. He was a rescue, and I got him when he was about 16 weeks old, and he learned to do amazing tricks just when he was a young guy. But then I had to leave town for about 3 months, and I couldn't take Superman with me. Superman went through a fear period, and you guys can see these signs of fear right here in Superman as he's hunkered down, his ears are sideways, he's walking, low to the ground. You might even recognize some of that in your own cat at home. So the entire point of this journey is to show you guys how you can overcome fear, how you can build a trusting relationship with your cat, and just how to overcome that fear with what signs to look for in your cat to help them get over it. So our mission at Cat Boss TV is to change the way people see cats for the better. And if we change what we do to better them, then other people will follow too. So we hope you guys enjoy this journey of Superman's walk from fear to faith. Right now, Superman's in his stroller, if you guys can see him. And he's hunkered down, his ears are kind of sideways here. And really all I'm looking for is for Superman to look up and make eye contact with me. Teaching your cat to look at you is a great way to bring them through those scary situations. And even like a high five is a great way to distract from distractions. So right now in this first day, we're gonna focus on just getting eye contact with Superman. I'm going to show them that I have these treats. I'm going to kind of back them off a little bit. And really what I'm doing is I'm going to sit here and wait for him to lift his head up a little bit so that he shows me that he wants to make eye contact. And showing that he wants to make eye contact is a level of comfort. If he can make eye contact and do something pretty simple like that, then I know that eventually he'll be able to do other things. Another way to gauge your cat's comfort level is by eating. So if they eat or play with toys, that's a sign of comfort, that your cat is comfortable. A cat in fear will not eat, and they will not play with toys. So that's a really great way to gauge where your cat is at that stage in time. So I'm gonna put a treat down and see if he sniffs it. He sniffed it. As you notice, I'm not encouraging in him vocally. I'm not saying good boy, it's okay. I'm not saying anything like that because he's in a level of fear right now that is pretty deep, and so, but he is picking his eyes up and looking around. But I really want to make sure that I'm not reinforcing any behavior that's not good. So I'm going to put some treats down here and see if he wants to take some treats from him. I'll try to gauge his comfort level through treats. Okay. So I put a little dollop of wet food on my hand, just try to see if I can offer to him. So he's licking his lips, probably because I did put a little bit of wet food on his nose. So you can see him retracting when this little girl is coming through screaming. It's a little bit overwhelming with the noise. What we're really looking for is an opportunity to end the session with Super on a good note. We're looking for, if he would just give me eye contact one time, that would be sufficient. If he would take treats from me one time, that would be sufficient. We're always looking for sort of a positive note to end the session. I don't want it to drag out too long. I'm gonna put the wet food right here on the ground and see if he wants to go and lick it. That's not really reinforcing anything that's bad. That's just me trying to gauge his comfort level. He's got his tail tucked and his paws tucked. Usually when you see cats with their paws tucked like that, they tuck them underneath their body as a way to comfort themselves. So he's trying to comfort himself through all of this loud noise and distraction. So I decided that I was going to get Superman out of the stroller to get his body moving. I didn't want him to stay in the stroller and kind of keep in that mindset. Even though he is fearful, he's displaying his body like this with his tail tucked. He's on alert, kind of ready to bolt at any time. He is on his harness and leash for safety, so I know he can't do that. Usually when you get your cat moving like this, it sort of works out some of the nervousness in a way. So what I would be looking for Superman is to walk out his anxiety, and then also I would be looking for a shake, almost like, you know how a dog shakes in a bathtub after they're wet. That's what I'm looking for Super. May or may not happen today, but if it does, I'm going to reward him heavily for that. What that means is when an animal shakes off, they're shaking off their anxiety. It's not that they're just shaking. So it's really important when you're training with your animals that are fearful, you're watching their behavior. Another way to reduce anxiety and get that sort of out of their body is if you see a cat or dog stretch. When they're stretching, they're releasing that anxiety or nervousness as well. So right now he's hunkered down, and but his eyes are bright. They're not too dilated, so he has the ability to get himself out of this. So it's just really a matter of mindset, and so we're working on a healthy level of mindset with Super and really reconditioning him to be the cat that he is on Instagram that you guys all see. Okay, so even though Super is hunkered in a corner, he actually just took a treat from me, so I'm gonna see if we can do that again. Good, that's a great sign. All right, so he's backing up. You guys can see that he's scooting back. He's trying to hide himself and make him as small as he can. So, but the good thing is that he did take a treat. So he's kind of working himself through that comfort level because he did eat, which is a really great sign for him. So we're gonna let him come out of this little zone he's got himself parked in. Okay, so rather than let Super stay in that hunkered down position, I physically manipulated his body up, and I'll show you what I mean, just like this. Because what that does is you're communicating with the cat that they're not going to get into that mindset that they're not going to get into that fear mode. Okay, so I have somebody walking behind me right now, so he's trying to hunker down and look in that direction. So some curiosity is good because you can take the opportunity to reinforce that curiosity. He's sitting nice and tall. You might see him lick lips like that. Licking lips is a very nervous thing. But what I'm doing is I'm just kind of touching his cheeks like this and around his face because I'm trying to get him to release some calming pheromones. And so he's still up, and so that means that he is a little bit more relaxed than he was before. He's just kind of alert and watching this person as they move behind me. So you can see me, I have my one finger in his harness here, and then so what I'm doing is just massaging his cheeks, again, just to help with his pheromones to kind of calm himself down. Not really reinforcing him, I'm just trying to use his body for his benefit. It's much better than just letting him hunker down to that afraid position. And really what we're doing is we're building up trust, and we're building a relationship, and would much rather have him kind of hide by me. If he's going to hide, I'd rather have him hide by me because that shows that he trusts me and that he knows nothing's going to happen. So that's kind of why I pulled him close to me. I don't want him to go back into that hunkered position, so I'm going to really manipulate his body up. It's really helpful too if you just kind of speak truth into your cat. Let them know that they don't have to be nervous. This is not who they were designed to be. Super was designed to be the awesome cat that he is on Instagram. So what our job is to do is to pull that out of him and let him know that he can do anything anywhere. Hey everybody, Trish and Super here. Day 2 of Superman's journey. We're already really ahead of the game, and we got Super to eat, so that's a huge success. 2 things that we're looking for Super to do today is eat out in public and then make eye contact. So it's a huge win for us. Very good. Very nice. Good bird. Excellent job. Okay. Hey everyone, Trish and Super here today. This is day 3 for Super. We're in a new place again. So what we've done today is we've set something familiar out for Super, and that's these gray mats and a climb. Sometimes when your cat's in a new place, it helps to have something very familiar for them to get that level of fear out of the way so that they can dial in to and relate to something that they know. So what Super's trying to get up to his stroller right now. So what I'm gonna do is usually I don't let them retreat to something that makes them feel comfortable. But right now in this case I am, because he is looking for something that's gonna comfort him. So
right now I'm gonna let him do that. And usually, and it's because he's walking, he didn't run up there, and he's sort of walking out of curiosity. It's a little bit of fear and a little bit of curiosity at once. So right now I'm just gonna let him walk it out. Because when you're moving, when you're moving the legs, when you're moving and exercising your animal, you're creating an opportunity for them to work out any anxiety or work out any frustration or work out any fear by just moving. So that's why I'm letting Super come up here and check things out. Good job, and in a moment, I'm gonna see if he will take some treats from me. But right now, we're just working on this. But I'm already really happy with day 3 and Super overcoming his fears. So you can see that his tail is swished down low, but he is looking up high, and he's walking high. He's not slinking down. He would almost flatten himself out on the ground if he's really that frightened. So he's looking for a place to get and climb up high. I'm gonna see if he wants to come back down here. That's really good, Super. Good work, nice work. Yes, did you guys see that shake? That was amazing. I'm gonna see if Super wants to lick a treat. As we described earlier in some other videos, what we're looking for is a shake, like a wet dog shake, or a stretch. And so Super shook off his fear, which is a huge, huge deal. I'm just happy with that. I'm happy with that. I am so happy. Woohoo! I don't want to scream because I don't want to scare Super, but I'm happy with that. Good work, Superman. Good work, Super. So finally, what I'm gonna do is try to direct him down here a little bit further, see if we can get him going on that climb. Right now, nice work. Nice, awesome. He's eating. You guys, this is so huge. That's awesome work, Super. Wow, buddy. Really good work. Really nice. Good boy. That's right. Good work. Good work. Yes, Super. Let me see if he comes forward to me. Good. Yes, good job. Nice work. Good work, Super. You guys, this is a really big deal for me. Super is about 4 years old, and he's been captured by this fear for the last 3.5 years of his life. So this is a huge milestone for us. So Super, good, yes, good work. Nice work, Super. You guys can hear me clicking because I'm reinforcing him as he's licking. We want to do that to create a positive association with the food and the clicker and his behavior right now. He already knows the clicker, but I'm using that as an opportunity while he's eating for a reward. Good work. Yes, Super. Super. Yes, Super. Good work. Good work. Good work. So he just did his up. Good work. That to me tells me that it's really comfortable now. If something were to come in and scare him, he would react a little. Yes, good work. React out of fear. But right now we don't have that scenario, so I'm not really worried about it. What I am worried about is just keeping him dialed in. Yes, can you high five, Super? Good boy, Super. Yes, good work. The ultimate goal for Super is to be comfortable in public and to perform his tricks. And so, just like we said before, Super, can you look at Mommy? Nice work. Can you look at Mom? That's really good. Just like we said before, at home, Super's a different cat, and out in public, he's afraid. So, but we're gonna kind of reverse that truth for him and just take him to a place where he can do his tricks in public. And so with positive reinforcement and encouragement, vocal encouragement, letting him know that he doesn't have to be afraid, we're gonna get Super to that place, and I'm confident we will. So thank you for following along with this journey. So Super, already day 3 is a huge success. Good boy, Super. Good work. That was awesome. Good tail. Did you guys see the tail up? Awesome. guys saw that really quick. I rewarded him and clicked at the time his tail went up, because that's what I want. I want that body posture and that happy cat tail posture. And so that's communicating to me that he's really comfortable. So that's why we clicked at that very moment. Awesome, super, all done. Hey everybody, Trish and Super here again, day 4, and we're in a new place today. So we're gonna see a little bit of regression in terms of what we see out of Super, I think. Just to give you some perspective, we're in a rather large event center here at Purina, and there are some dogs running agility downstairs, so he hears all those dogs and all of that movement, and so he's placed himself here by the stairwell so that he can look at people walking down below here on the first floor. And you guys can see that his body language, he's sort of tucked in low, in a comforting kind of position. One thing his tail is not, it's not pulled tight around the side of his body. If he was really, really, really fearful right now, he would have this tail tucked all the way and his paws would be tucked all the way. But he's not, he's listening, and so that's already a really great sign. So I'm happy with that. But did you see him lick his lips? That's a sign of nervousness. So our goal today is to get Super kind of out of that fearful mindset. He's shaking a little bit, so there's a lot of people talking down below. It's pretty loud. So our goal is to get Super kind of up and walking and get him dialed in so that he can focus today in day 4. So right now we're just going to be patient with Super until he does one of the 3 things. He stretches, he sighs, or he shakes off. And so those are the things that we're looking for. Yes. Yes. Okay. You guys can see he dove back into his stroller because he's really afraid of the noise downstairs. So kind of as predicted, we have some regression today because of the new place and all the different noises. That's okay. You know, with training, it's not always gonna be perfect, a perfect scenario. So what you gotta do is just, you know, be here and support him in the best way you can. Try not to let him live in this mindset for too long. Get him out and walk around again. I try to do some really simple things like ask Super to look at me. Might eventually try a high five. He may not be in that mindset today, so we'll see. We'll try our best. So right now he has chosen to cling onto me pretty tightly. That's okay, because I would rather have him find comfort in me than find it by hiding behind a plant or underneath something. So I typically try not to encourage any fearful behavior, but I'm gonna let him, again, find comfort with me instead. So right now I'm just kind of holding on to him, hoping that he kind of releases some of that tension. I'm gonna put him here on the bench in just a minute and see if we can get him to kind of shake off and relax a little bit. Okay, so this is moments later. I got Super to sigh really big in his stroller, and so you guys can see that he's on his mark and he's eating like crazy, right? Like literally 30 seconds later. This is a big deal, and this is the out that I'm looking for to end the training session with. So I'm gonna really reinforce him here, and I'm gonna quit on a good note. This is a big deal. But he just ran back to his stroller, and that's where he sighed. He was looking for that comfort, so I'm gonna end there, I'm gonna quit, call that a good note.
Here we are just a few short months later with Superman at his very first conference. And really what we have done in order to get Superman to this level of distraction and really comfort at a large event like this is identifying the triggers that cause Superman to be fearful in the first place. But ultimately, it's recognizing those signs that we talked about, the shaking off, the sighing, the yawning, and the stretching. And what we've done there is use those behaviors and marked them and rewarded them every time he let go of any type of stress. And we taught him that it's okay to shake. It's great to sigh because that earns a reward, but it also encourages a healthy level of stress in Superman, and it teaches him how to shake it off, really. So we've set Superman up for success by doing those simple things, and that's why we're able to get him to perform at a conference of this magnitude. So the next scene that you guys see is just a few short weeks later, and that's Superman at his very first photo shoot, and he's interacting with an actor that he's never met before. So this is huge for Super. So what we've done in order to prepare him for that is we practiced the same scene at home with a couple of people that he didn't know, and we got his favorite toys and treats out and really set him up for success with that. And the next thing you'll see is Superman at working on set on a white seamless background, and he's doing really good. So we just asked him to sit there on the background and then watch the camera facing forward. So similar, Super's used to this setup, but one thing that's different is the guy that's photographing him. So he's never seen this man before, and it's a brand new lights and brand new situation for him. So, but one thing that isn't brand new is the working with the seamless backdrop, working with the white wall visual parameters around him. We're keeping sessions short and positive, and we're ending on a good note always. So as you guys can see, Superman's come a long way. We're really, really thankful for his growth in this journey, and we hope you guys enjoyed this.